Yo, what's up? This is Mark Rizzo from Soulfly, and here's a little riff I do on the new Soulfly record. Here it is played slower.
Okay, now can you kind of walk through it slowly and
Yeah.
give me like a play-by-play
Okay.
of what you're doing?
It's based on there's a flamenco standard called Solia, which is spelled Solea, and it's like just a real it's like a flamenco rhythm that's just improvised, and they do certain like just chordal things and like little scales that they run through and stuff. But I kind of like switched it up and came up with this little piece, which is kind of reminds me of like The Godfather a little bit, right? Kind of melody, like the intro a little.
The chromatic movement.
Yeah, you know, it's got that cool little like, you know, what is it? It's like A minor or A major, and then I go to the A, and then I put the A flat in there, and then A again, and then
Maybe
A
seven,
sharp.
flat nine. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So, and then I go right to E major, and then back to E to A again. And the thing with flamenco tremolo that's different from classical they do like they'll do 3 fingers tremolo, which is just, you know, you go 1 2 3.
Index.
Yep.
So the
P.
thumb is playing the low arpeggios, and then
Yeah.
the index middle ring.
We'll do the you know, it's PIMA.
Yeah.
So the IMA does the tremolo in the order of AMI, right?
A being the ring finger.
Yeah.
Right.
So you always do in classical, like that's a classical piece right there.
Right. Yeah.
And they always do they'll do the 3 finger thing, but in flamenco it's 4. What they do is they start with the first finger first and then follow through with the 3. So this technique is in flamenco, that's how they do tremolo, which kind of gives it a little bit more
So
of a
there's a pattern with the tremolo, and what's it? Index, and then
index first finger, and then ring finger, middle finger, and then back to the index again.
oh, so it's
4. It's a
1,
4.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's a 4 rhythm
Index,
tremolo.
ring, middle, index.
Yeah.
And then the index does again, like.
Yeah, so it's like thumb doing the bass,
Right.
and then you go index, and then third finger, second finger, and then the first again. So it's a 4-part tremolo instead of classical, which is 3, which kind of gives it more. It just sounds faster. It sounds more.
I think
more dynamic.
You could play like 4-note groups, like 16th notes or 32nd note.
Well, the thing with flamenco too is that it's
like a measured tremolo.
Yeah, flamenco is based on 12 beats per measure, and it's got to fall in like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So for like that tremolo, it just makes it. This piece doesn't really fall into that type of rhythm, but it's my bad interpretation of flamenco.
It's all good, man. I guarantee you, it's all good.
But yeah, so it's based. The whole tremolo's like that, and it's all on.
Could you do the tremolo thing like at glacial speed?
Slow
Like
or
really slow.
really slow? Or
Yeah. Wow.
So every time I'm switching between A sharp, and A flat, I'm also changing the bass of an A major chord.
Right.
See? So it's like the thumb is just doing this,
Right.
and then on top of that is the. Then. And then I go to. But what I do is what they call a gope, which means. Am I saying that right? Gope, where you tap the guitar as you're doing it. So it's like you hit this chord as you're hitting the guitar, and then do a little hammer on.
Cool. What were those chords again? It was like F major 7.
It's like F major 7th, right?
E.
To E major, and then this is, I don't know, it's a D sharp, an A, a B, and an E. What would that be?
Oh, it's like a B7 with an E on top with an added fourth. Yeah.
Sure. Why
That's
not?
cool.
So, and then back to the E, and then I do, this is a very famous like flamenco little lick. So they just go like that, and then right down to E,
That's
E
all
harmonic minor.
All initiated with the fretting hand.
Yeah. As you let the notes ring out. And then I just end it with like a little flamenco type scale where it's like based on E harmonic minor, but they go and they throw in some different colors, you know.
With a lot of chromatics added.
Yeah, very chromatic. And then this is a flamenco technique where they just go, it's I forgot the name of it. Like this is raschiato, they call it.
Yeah.
Like this. You know. And then other kind is this.
Downstrokes with the fingers.
Yeah,
like
it's
brushing.
just pinky down. And then up with the And then this one that I end it with is middle finger down, and then thumb down, and then thumb up, which is sort of like a raschiato technique, but I forgot the name of it.
Right on. Wow.
Because there's a certain way to say it, and I don't
Who's your
speak
flamenco
Spanish.
teacher?
This guy named Dennis Coster. He's out of Manhattan. He wrote a lot of books for flamenco and classical. He used to teach over at Juilliard and stuff, but he's awesome. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's total flamenco classical. I mean, he's unbelievable. That and I like idolize Paco de Lucia. I mean, that's my main man, you know.
Wow,
so.
Awesome. When you do that descending run, that's alternating.
It's a picado. They call it picado.
Yeah.
And it's just first finger and middle finger, and it's just like alternate picking.
Like you're playing the bass.
Yeah, like you're playing a bass, and it's just alternate it.
Strictly alternating, or were you doing any like rest stroke?
I might, it's a lot of rest strokes. That's what you want to do. Is you want to kind of every time you hit a string, you kind of want to just fall through to the next string.
When you're crossing to a lower string, basically drag the same finger.
Yeah, has a lot to do with dragging, and just like every time I hit a string, I'm landing on the one underneath and anchoring it while the other one's coming down, and then the same thing with that. Yeah, it's hard. Picado is a real pain in the ass, man.
I imagine it would be harder to ascend. Because you can't
to go up or to go down. Actually, it's easier to go down than it is to go up, because you always just kind of have like a anchor with the other strings.
Right. Whereas when you're going up, you have
it's a little bit harder going up. Flamenco, to me, flamenco guitar is the most technically demanding guitar playing.
Yeah.
It's even more than classical.
But it uses like every possible.
Flamenco,
physical movement.
They're magicians, is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's even when I took lessons. It's magic. It's all the techniques that they have
tapping, it sounds like the dancing.
Well, that's what it's based on. Is the dancers in flamenco dancing? I mean, it's not. The techniques are ridiculous between doing arpeggios like that and then the tremolo technique, and then that machine gun type stuff. And tapping as you're playing. And then the picado technique is ridiculous.
It's like you've really gotten it down.
I'm nowhere. I mean, there's.
How long have you been studying?
Probably with a teacher only for about a year, 2 years, and everything else I've done just through books and listening and trying to figure it out, which is practically impossible. It's unbelievable. I'm just, to me, flamenco is just like, I'm blown away by it. I don't consider myself a flamenco guitar player, because I'm nowhere near those guys. I'm trying, I just practice every day, but I'm I'm obsessed with it. It's all I really listen to is flamenco, flamenco or shrapnel shred,
Yeah.
That's it,
Excellent.